This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today we're going to take a little look at a very interesting game because you know I love space combat games. That is my jam. And I'm going to be taking a look at Starfighter's Rapid Fire. Yes, looks pretty interesting. Let's go down on the table, check it out. As always, I'm not going to explain everything, but there's a couple things. There's two different games here, and I want to talk about that. First, we're going to show you everything, and then we're going to come back up. So I'm not going to explain all the rules as usual, but I'm going to give you a good feel for it. There's two different games here, and I'm going to show you both of them in a way, because there's a multiplayer game and a solo game. So right here, this is a multiplayer game where you got two ships facing off against each other. Okay, piece of cake, you would think, right? Okay. So what happens is that both sides are going to have 4 blue, which I've only got 3 in my hand for some reason, and 4 red, and a yellow. And here we go, we got another blue there. So you're going to roll these, and you're going to be rolling these at the same time until one of you says fire. Now, after you say fire, the person gets to re-roll everything one more time. You're going to be rolling these dice as quickly as possible, and you're going to be putting them in areas, okay? If you want to move, you're going to want to put those there, okay? If you are you're looking for command signals. So that's a command die. That's going to be able, so you can give a command so you can fire on something. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to keep rolling, and I'm going to roll faster than the other guy. This one here can go here as well. I can use, well, no, I can't use that. And meanwhile, I'm worried about what my opponent, this yellow is a wild die. I can use that for anything, so I'm going to put that there. So I'm okay. Now I just want to overkill things. Well, re-roll if I miss. That's a good one. And then here, I'm going to do another maneuver. Okay? Finally, I would scream fire. Boom. That would stop everything. Okay, and then what I would do is he would get one more roll, and he would be filling his tableau as well. Now you can see these things around here. These are shields. Okay, you're going to try to get through those shields, and you're going to try to put 6 damage on here. And once you do that, you're going to kill your opponent. Now how this works is you're going to use your command die, and you say, well, I'm going to make my moves. Now you can roll, move ahead 1 hex, or rotate left or right. You fire in a 360 arc. So if I'm here and I've got 4 movement, well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use those dice. And then maybe I'll use this to turn so I can face him. You have wormholes here, so you can actually go through the other side if he wanted to. He can go through here. He would have to turn, go through here, and then come out here, and boom, he's right there. But we did this, okay? Then from here, as you can see, I'm going to use my other command die, and then I'm going to roll to see how many hits I make. Wow, I hit twice, okay? That's perfect. So I'm going to hit, I'm going to see what side I hit, and I'm going to remove 2 of those shields, okay? And that's how they're going to take damage. Now, once all those shields are done from that particular side, I'm going to start doing damage to the hull. Okay, I can also roll and put a dice here to if I was 1 hex away. Okay, so say I ended up here. Well, now that means he's in my range right there. Okay, it gives me a farther way. You can also put torpedoes, and torpedoes crawling around the place is not a good thing, because when they hit, they are going to do a damage, but they are constantly just moving around and following the other ship around, okay? And he can do the same. If my shields are damaged, okay, and say for instance over here, I can place, and I'm going to show it over here because it makes more sense. If I can do this, if I can roll this during a turn, well, I would be able to repair my shields on that side. But that means one of these reactors would go away, and the next time I go to repair my shields, I would need to actually assign another dice. So I'm using up all my resources. You're going to fly around and you're going to fight until somebody wins. Really, really, really pretty neat system and how it works. Okay, but we're going to talk more about that and why I like the solo game better, because next I'm going to remove all this and I'm going to show you what the solo game is all about. So now with this here, whoops, I got to put that there. As you can see, you have sides 1, 2, and 3. The difference is here, okay, is that you're going to be timed. So you're going to break out your phone and you're going to set your timer, and each turn, you've got to do this in 12 turns. Try to take this thing out, the starship. So you're going to be rolling, you know, like a mad person, okay, while the timer's going, okay, and you're going to be placing things as quick as you can. Okay, I need a command here. I need to get some movement. There's going to be a drone there. I want to make sure that's there. Okay, what do I do here? Boom, boom, boom. And then right before it goes to the timer, you've got to make sure that you yell fire so you get the initiative to go. All right, so I would yell fire before the 19 seconds is up. And then as the turns progress, the seconds get lower. So you have 14 seconds to do all the rolling. You are going to try to take this bad boy out, okay? So you're going to make your maneuvers, or maybe there's a drone here that you want to take out, but you're going to fire. You're going to try to get rid of these two here. Like for instance here, okay, I got 3 shots here. Oh boy, I only hit 1. Well, that wasn't good. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of one of the shields or something like that. But if I was able to mount a certain amount of hits, you start taking these down. Once you do all 6 of these, you destroy the starbase and you win the game. It's not that easy though, folks, okay, because there's a lot going on. This thing, every turn, is going to play a card, okay? And this card is going to have a certain type of actions on it, okay? And what these cards are going to do, this is going to be the card letter. So it's going to tell you, hey, this is the first card. Rotations, how many rotations this starbase is going to make. So you got to figure that out, okay? The starbase regenerates 2 shields on its weakest side, right? You don't need that. If fully regenerated, fire lasers instead. And what it'll do is fire lasers out of these ports, okay? So if I'm in the way of 3 here, I'm going to get hit with a laser and I'm going to take some damage. So the laser fire that way, and that way. So you kind of want to be out of the way when it does it, or calculate when it's going to turn so you can be out of the way so you could possibly do damage. Meanwhile, there are going to be cards that are going to fire torpedoes that are going to be chasing you around. You're going to have drones chasing you around, and you gotta manipulate this all in a certain a certain way, and try to figure out what you want to do before you set the timer and start rolling. Okay, the unpredictability of what these cards do, and then try to calculate what you need to do to beat this particular mission, because you are getting it from torpedoes, from lasers from the space station, as well as being chased down by all types of drones. This is where the strength of this game really lies, is in the solo play. And we'll talk more about that when we go up top. Like I said, I didn't explain all the rules. There's overcharge, where you can do 2 damage for every hit that you make, and you kind of want to build around a certain way. Your torpedoes, maybe you're going to launch those and do certain things. How you're going to want to move and rotate. Because there are certain things that you're going to move ahead 1 hex, and then this one's going to be for rotating 60 degrees. But your commands, you want to make sure that you have that, and you want to make sure you roll everything that you need within a certain amount of time. But we'll talk more about that up top. So let's head up top and talk about Starfighter Rapid Fire. Now, I like this. I like this a lot. My problem is, okay, and I do have a problem here. And it's my opinion, and it doesn't mean much. Is this fun? Yeah. Okay. But the solo play on this is so much better than the multiplayer. And I'll tell you why. If the two of you are there and you're not getting what you want, you could be sitting there rolling for quite a while. Okay? Well, he's not getting anything, I'm not getting anything. And you're just continually rolling until you get everything you want. And then somebody calls, time. And, you could be sitting there with one die and just trying to roll. And he goes, well, I don't care if he goes first. I'm going to make sure that I get everything. Why don't you just place all the dice on the thing? What I'd rather do, and I've tried it, and I don't know if it works, and I'm still trying to figure it out, is that we limited ourselves to 3 rolls of the dice. Okay? And whatever we were able to get out of that, hopefully it was enough. Maybe there were times when we couldn't take any, one ship couldn't take any action. And I got to figure out, do we go up to maybe 4 times and that's it? And you keep what you want out of the 4 rolls and re-roll the rest of the dice. And I felt that was a little bit more, there was a little bit more tension. Because just waiting for somebody to call, there is tension waiting for somebody to call fire, but you could both roll until you get everything you want. And that kind of takes away from it, because you can have 15 rolls between the two of you. So either have it where it's timed, okay? Maybe you put 20 seconds in a 2-player game. Do the same thing, because in the solo game you are timed. So now there is a rush to try to get your orders in and everything like that, and you've only got, and I'm going to go to the rule book here because I don't know it off the time. The real time phase is if you first rounds 1 to 4. Easy mode, 22 seconds. Medium, 18. Hard, 16. Then 5 to 8, it's 18, 14, 12. And then 9 to 12, 14, 10, and 8 seconds. Okay. I like that. And I think maybe if you take and do the timed section also in this in the multiplayer game, it might even work just as well. Where maybe you just set 20 seconds for the two of you, and just keep rolling until 20 seconds up. If you finish with before that, then boom. What I would do is you call fire, and then you get to go first. Okay, but if you call at the same time, you roll a die and decide who 1, 2, 3. You roll a 6-sided die and see who takes the initiative. Or you could do rotating initiative if you tie. I don't know. I'm still kind of working on it. I just think the overkill of just continually rolling until kind of ruins the multiplayer part of this. But oh my god, the solo version of this game is ridiculous. This is just fantastic. The quality of everything is fantastic. This is a fun game. Now I'm nitpicking, okay? Because I just don't like one part of this, but this is a must-have and a great game. I really like this. It's a lot of fun. You can house rule it to how you like it, or you could play it the way it is, and I think you still got a great game in Starfighter's Rapid Fire. Just my little nitpicking thing, that's all. Don't take my word for it, okay? Go check out Slicker Drip, who did a very, very good solo play of this and explains the rules perfectly. That's my boy. Go check out Tom. He'll give you another angle of this game, and you can get the feel for it. For me, when we played it, I think just making it limited, it builds even more tension. That's my thoughts. Do I suggest this game? Of course. This is very, very good. A great design. I just think the multiplayer time could be fixed a little bit. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.